Hello there everybody and welcome back to episode 18 of DEEPGUARD. So, what's it up today? We are going to pilfer the depths. We're going to establish a fine apartment for our new Baron, and, well, let's see what'll happen in between. I am slowly preparing myself for breaching into the third layer of the depths, and last but not least, our Forgotten Beast trap system is ever growing. We are not quite there yet, but we will quite soon. Quite soon. Alright, so let's see. We need... I strung this up the wrong way. I strung this up the entirely wrong way. I should have linked the lower thingies first, so, well, whatever. Anyways, first things first. I have prepared a section of this pod here for this very day. So the very first thing that we're going to do is we're going to floor this place worthy of a Baron. That would be steel. We don't have steel currently, eh? Too bad. Our steel is being consumed. Well, maybe steel is fit for a king. Cave crocodiles and the ant people are fighting still. Those ant people are, my friends. Obviously, they are not against us. They are just fighting the same stuff that we are fighting. If any of them would ever try to enter my city, I'd be welcoming them. They're diggers just like us. They live in big communities just like us. They're wearing chitin, not like us. They ain't got beards, but who knows, maybe ant people like booze. I wouldn't be too surprised if they had some dwarven qualities in themselves. I really got no clue what's up with these guys and why they aren't hostile and all, but, well, it's one of the very few nice surprises down there, I'd say. Alright, let's increase the priority of these. Otherwise, it'll take days until somebody finds time to do that. Okay. We can now crank up the iron consumption of DEEPGUARD tremendously, as we have by now access to all things iron that one dwarf could desire. This is really, really cool. Alright, let's gear out the apartment of the Baron. Oh, wait a sec. Cabinets for every room, because it's a nobleman's apartment. Weapon racks and armor stands. Let's make that twice. Why not? So, we're not seeing enough chests yet. Chairs. Tables. Just like that. I think the most things should be done with that. Let's see. Pause the game. No, I can't look for Baron. Jeez. Ubul is no longer a tavern keeper, you see. There goes an office. I wonder why this guy is still listed as a tavern keeper. I wonder if I am faster than the announcer guy. Really am. Alright. So let's see. I mean, I did announce him last episode, but he didn't get assigned yet. What is happening here? That is really, really strange. A group of citizens is stranded. Huh. Fascinating. So I'm a little bit confused, but maybe the diplomat hasn't had announced this whole thing yet. I have never looked at the clerical technicalities, you know. And that is, by the way, why I'm regretting that Oh. So, we have the Forgotten Beast Bora, with a poisonous bite, a three-eyed bush tit, large mandibles. Alright. So, I think this is one of the critters that we're just gonna embrace with open arms. You see, arms. As this one, I don't know. It doesn't even seem strong enough to me to be kept. But, well, the problem is that we need to monitor Bora's pathing before Bora starts eating my people. What is that? Green tourmaline. Nice. This side of the mountain has some sweet surprises. Alright. Let's see. I'm ready to face Bora in direct conflict. But looks like Bora is helping herself into the into our luxury apartment for Forgotten Beasts. Our luxury apartment block for Forgotten Beasts. So, alright, let's see when Bora will move outside of this corridor. Okay, that was unexpected, in all honesty. I haven't seen that one coming, not at all. But I mean, I must check. Is this still safe? Yes, it leads only into a dead end. But we ought to be careful, as this is now locking us out from the rest of the business here. Tell you what, we're going to do this like that, so that way we can still rock the entire business here. All right, look at that. Our dwarven engineering works out as intended. I might need to slay Bora before all of this is over. I don't know, why does he not get it assigned into? Is it because he is a tavern keeper that he can't be? I don't get it. So why do we not have a Baron yet? I want answers, quickly. So, and obviously Ubul is not a tavern keeper in our fortress. It's also a very interesting thing. He still retained the job from the previous fort. Here, tavern keeper. But he ain't no tavern keeper nowhere. And this tavern doesn't even have a tavern keeper, so let's change that. Maybe this will unstuck things. That is very, very weird. Okay. Like I said, I regret what I did there. This is what I'll do the next time, entirely different. From bottom to top, not the other way around. But yeah, I haven't made any of these contraptions yet, and it's always prone to be full of these little errors when you do things for the first time. Sometimes you just don't see the entire big picture from the beginning, and that's just what it is. So it looks like Bora wants to be really, really only funneled into one direction. But if I provide Bora a safe entrance into the fort via another direction, maybe that'll unstuck her. Who knows? I feel a little bit sad about the fact that we are now not really having our Baron being a Baron. Did I misclick anywhere? Well. I did order everything. I am 100% sure that everything went down in order. That is odd. I mean, let's see, the Baroness consort is still around, so probably this will still go down as intended. I don't know. Something is weird here. Ah, well. Whatever it might be, we're gonna get along. We're gonna get past that. So, let's see. Are all of the bedrooms claimed? Why, yes, Icon, they are. Did you think you were done already? You little fool. Damn it. Alright, so, well... we got to do what we ought to do, right? Everybody needs a home to live in. What kind of shabby place would we be otherwise? We are supposed to be the #1 cavern dominating fort on the planet, so we better work like that. Luckily, this planet is only populated by my personal creations, so I will only run into my own competition. Lucky me. So we're going to go for that. Or, well, I'm also competing with the automatic building system of Dwarf Fortress, but if you ever explored someplace in the adventure mode, you might have noticed that the AI is not really that creative. Let's put it down like that. The patterns grow repetitive really quickly. They do the job, but yeah, you get the idea. Here we go, another layer of apartments happening right here, right now. Nice. Obviously, we're going to marble up the place again. Very happy that I chose to invest into marble. Classy stone. To me personally, it's always the most exciting thing to see what kind of composition of rock colors each fortress has to offer. It's always something. It's one of these weird little things. There we go. So that'll be our next apartment block. In time. Let's see, what happened over here? That part is done, so we can smack down the next set of levers. Did you think we were done already? This place is driving me nuts. But at the very least, I can say we are getting closer to completion here, friends. So here, obviously, we need to do the same thing. Pull all the levers to reopen that so we can work downstairs. Silly fool. There we go. And then we can start linking. Oh, did I? Yeah, we don't need to. And then can I start linking the other dudes? So here we have already one being linked, right? Ugh, I'm getting confused by now. So that one has been... Okay, we are out of mechanisms, so probably better. Ah, now things have happened as intended. All right, you see, Ubul, everything is prepared for your announcement, except for tomb. We're working on that, friend. So let's order a steel sarcophagus because The Baron deserves to rest in style. By now I have a pretty nice array of different metals available as well. You see we got a fine assortment here. It ain't much of every type, but it is enough to do something with it. I like that. Alright, that part is all sealed up. Man, I am so happy. Sarvesh getting into a tussle with a Gorlak. We have that Gorlak in the cage now. So this is another thing that I am pondering about lately. Whether or not we want to have Gorlaks. Or other creatures from the depths being tamed and such. Alright, so all the levers here are taken right. Good. No accessible mechanism. So, say, are we still cool with Dolomite? I think I feel like checking back with my fort. Yeah, well, it's starting to thin out, isn't it? So, well, let's start working the job here a little bit on this level. I mean, we have total control over this layer of the caverns now, so things are absolutely okay. Oof. Once I say that, there's an attack of troglodytes, but, well, it's not as if troglodytes are of a big concern of ours. Okay, so we need to link up these, then we need to link up the other thingies, and then we need to link up the ones in tier 3. Jeez. So I need to tinker on that mechanism job. We need way more than that. Alright, double it up. Dear manager, thank you. It just is so necessary at this point. Because we just reaching the end of our capacities here. So there's yet another Gorlak roaming in here. The Gorlaks are, as a matter of fact, friendly entities. They're totally chill dudes. They're not trying to hurt anybody. They just regularly get into combat with our dogs, because somehow dogs don't like Gorlaks. But this is often a misunderstanding, as if a very narrow corridor is being traversed by many entities, they bump into one another. And if animals start bumping into one another, they often start fighting out of that. Dwarves don't do that from my experience, but other entities do. And yeah, that's, judging from what I've been watching so far, the #1 reason for animals to fight some other animals. It's a lack of space. And that pressures them into combat. Alright, so another set of bedrooms is almost done. I'm really happy to see how effective our fort works at this point. We're really churning out everything we require quite fast, and it might be even that this is going to be the last expansion that we are going to need for apartments. Maybe we need to go for one after this? Could be. I really hope we're not. We're not gonna need to, but we'll see about that. So here go another 15 bedrooms, and of course we're going to set up the royal tomb over here. All right. So let's order a oh, Ubul, what do you like metal-wise, my man? Loop-de-doo, preferences. Lead. Yeah, we don't have that. Of course, that one metal that we don't have, right? We don't have lead. I only ordered all manner of fine alloys. Ugh. But maybe he likes a certain color. It sometimes works as well. So... Nah. Ah, well, too bad. Then we're just going to order a rose gold statue. And it's related, of course, to this buddy here. What else? So it's not going to be a heavily decorated statue or anything. And the Gorlaks are fighting again. But it's... I'll put that right next to a sarcophagus. Because I think this is, well, the right way to do this. Alrighty. So how's the situation going on with the metals? Not too much diversity. We're sticking to our iron. Iron makes all the places darned valuable. It's gonna be super easy to satisfy the needs. Alright, just some more patience and we should have all the mechanisms that we require for the rest of the trap process here. So, watch me grow smarter. Now I'm doing this the other way around. Okay. So, this fortress is getting closer to its completion. I feel a little bit sad about it, because I always do. Thank you, invaders. But, yeah, we're, that is tier 3. Alright. We ain't opened that one yet, but it looks like a full-blown warfare down there. At least something that keeps us occupied. Like I said, I'm feeling always a little bit sad when a series like this reaches its completion. Because I just love what I do here. But once a story is complete. You can't stretch it out artificially forever or something like that. Nah, it doesn't work like that. We're staying here as long as the story stays fresh. So, speaking about which, let's give our dwarvies something to work. Recently fallen in love with this slightly irregular style of bedrooms. They're still shaped like normal bedrooms, but these little the irregularities in the blocks make the blocks less samey to look at, while they are very regular at the same time. I don't know if this makes any sense whatsoever. If not, I beg the forgiveness. So, let's see. This whole thing could use some optimizing, I think. The positioning of the doors and the hatches, I think, is suboptimal. Ideally, I would want to have a door situation where I can just make sure that once the invader is one level deeper, I can slam shut the door faster than with just a lever switch. Because lever switching is not really the fastest way of doing things in Dwarf Fortress. Not at all. It's a rather slow way of doing things, as a matter of fact. Oh well. We're gonna be getting there. How's the gear situation? So... let's see how this will work. They need to pick up stuff. They're not geared out enough. I think the Golden Plains will be the backup squad, and the Red Torches will go downstairs. I mean, if you ever played Darkest Dungeon, you know that the Red Torches belong to the lowest layer. Duh. Who would think about anything else? Alrighty. So let's drop down the coffin. I hope they already made the one that I ordered. That cabinet. Nah, just the dolomite ones. Yeah, my steel production is not that fast yet, and we are spending a lot of steel on other areas, so that's okay for me. Combat? Ah, there's another little tussle with the trogs. So, speaking about tussles with trogs, we haven't had a single piece of combat here ever since we murdered the flock. It's a pretty good sign, I'd say. So, how's the resource situation here? That whole sand thing never worked out, didn't it? I need to recheck one day soon. What the hell went wrong there? Then the Baron requires greaves. Okay. Let's make him 2 iron ones. But I mean, I am somewhat inclined to just leave it be with the glass industry, as we don't really need the glass too badly. A other part deep down inside me wants to fix it. Well, we'll see about that. I mean, I've had several running glass industries already. It must be some foolish oversight or something like that. It always is. But in all honesty, Dwarf Fortress is such a finicky game that it's always very, very relatable when things like these happen, I think. Yeah, so we've established our foothold here. And all in all, DEEPGUARD is in a very, very good shape. I even got time to decorate my doors with gemstone windows. We need to take care of that forgotten beast in the pipe, though. That is one thing that breaks the peace and quiet of my current situation, as this creature will eventually try to kill us. And when a new creature comes to town, yeah, you get the idea. We need that pipe back. But up until then, let's enjoy ourselves and just place down some wonderful gemstone windows of varying value, but that looks nice. Come on, it looks nice. And that's why we're doing it. Alright, so let's get back to business. These all need to be linked up, don't they? But we are almost done. That's the good news about it. So that one, and that one. And that one. And no more mechanisms. Too bad. Either way, we're getting there. I mean, due to the fact how I'm constructing this whole thing, we have a lot of isolated cells that can be easily controlled. That was the whole purpose in the very first place for this entire facility. And I dare say, so far, except for a couple of whoopsies in terms of making it unnecessarily hard to install things, I've done a pretty good job. I'm very surprised how well it works. Didn't expect it to go down that smoothly. But well, let's not be too happy too early. So, our supplies of limonite and magnetite are just amazing. We are working constantly on the smelter side. Do I really have only one smelter? Now that explains a gosh darn lot. So, we got all the magma minecarts there. So, yeah. Now everything makes sense. Like, in why we are not getting too much metal and steel done. That explains so much to me. Alright. Let's fix that next episode. And thanks for watching, you all. So we're getting closer to our goals. That is wonderful. It also fills me with a distinct feeling of melancholy as we're slowly growing out of Dwarf Fortress. But at the same time, there's always new adventures to be found. That all being said, drop me your comments down below. Leave me a thumbs up. Consider subscribing. And as usual, feel free to check out the description box. You'll find a ton of interesting stuff down there. Among these, the playlist links for all of my Dwarf Fortress things, so check them out if you want to binge some. I have made a few episodes. And that all being said, feel free to support the channel, and thanks to everybody who does, and thanks for your time watching this video. I hope you had a good time, and see you all next time. Bye bye.